calm and sure grittiness.
It starts with an attitude. We need swagger, okay? Regardless of what happens out there. Doesn't matter. Keep your swagger.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 5-Hole Fantasy Hockey Podcast. We have another mock draft for you guys. I'm joined with Zach. I'm joined with Raj. What's up, dudes?
Hey.
Yeah, a bit of a different kind of intro there. But so we did Cats mock yesterday. We're doing points mock today. You guys can see it on the screen, our scoring and things like that. If you guys are listening, we're doing goals for 3 points, assists for 2, special teams points. That's power play and shorthanded. +1 shorthanded goal is another point. Shots are worth 0.2, hits 0.2, blocks 0.25. Goalies, wins are 4, saves are 0.2, goals against is -1.5, shutouts are 3. Same rosters as yesterday, 2 center, 2 left wing, 2 right wing, 4 D, 2 utility, 2 goalies, 5 bench. How are we feeling today?
You and me switched positions today, didn't we?
Yeah, I got the 3 spot. Zach, you're at 6. Roger at 10. I figured it was fair. Me and you switching.
I'm a bigger fan of 10, I think, actually. Now I got to decide if I'm going to take Makar.
Yes, if he makes it that far.
That's if I don't take him at 6.
Yeah, that was a bit of an anomaly yesterday.
I don't think that's going to happen with me.
All right, if you guys saw our video yesterday, we do things a little different in our mock draft episode. So everybody else, except for the 3 of us, are on auto draft. The other 9 people in the draft, they're all just like, they're maintaining a queue. They're all there. They're all alive. They just got to keep that queue stocked so that we get kind of like a more real draft than if we were just doing with 9 bots or something like that. But I'm at 3. I think I'm going to get the only 2 guys I have in my queue right now are Matthews and Draisaitl. And Zach, you're next up at 6. What's your thought process? It's a bit of a contentious spot right outside the top 5. That's like Makar Kaprizov zone. What are you thinking?
I'm going to try to get Connor McDavid at number 6. I hope he slips. Yeah. No, it's always just straight up what I feel at the time is the best available. Because even at 6, random things can happen where, somebody drops and you don't expect them to. But I don't see me really taking like a Makar or something like that.
Please don't.
Roger, number 10. What's you think?
Excuse me. I am probably, 10 gets a little different. Fantrax has Ovechkin at 10. If my life was perfect, I would end up with Marner or Rantanen at 10. See if that happens. But they're right wings, the sort of the top of the line right wings. So I'm hoping one of them falls to me. I would be happy with Huberdeau's in that range. Definitely not taking Makar. I can tell you that.
In our listener league, that's where Marner went. So it's not a, there are, when you get that deep into the first round, there's like 10 different forks in the road that all take you different ways. Mm-hmm. So where are we at? We got 3.5 minutes left. I'm going to throw the scoring up there one more time so everybody can see it. And at home, we'll have it in the episode description or wherever you're listening. So you can kind of get an idea of what this mock is going to be. We got damn near everybody online. I think we're missing 2 people, Scorzy and Mikos. So they're still on auto draft. That's how it's going to happen. All right, number 1.
I have a quick can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
In your guys' draft area where the players are all the players showing up?
Why?
Yes.
Because mine aren't. It just says Connor McDavid and Austin Matthews.
Is that your queue?
No, I didn't queue anybody up.
Probably have to refresh. There's been tons of little glitches in the
Yeah, I'll give it a refresh now too.
Little glitchy.
area. Yeah.
Little
Have to
glitchy.
give some props to Fantrax. I mean, it's like some really great graphics changes. They gave us a
There we
volume
go.
knob on that stupid fucking horn,
Oh yeah,
but it has
that thing
there's
will
still
wake
a
the
few
dead.
bugs. Oh,
Yeah.
God. It freaked me out the other day. My kid was watching YouTube videos, and one of the videos used that horn like 20 times in the video. I had to go and tell her to turn her shit off. Couldn't take it anymore. Why are you drafting in the other room?
Getting summer of 2020 flashbacks. Nothing but dynasty drafts all year. All right, we are 2 minutes to go. I don't know. We just
So at number 6,
fresh off it yesterday.
What do you think here, TJ? Because it really doesn't matter what Raj thinks because he ain't getting any of these players.
Yeah,
I'm kind of leaning towards like I hope Nikita Kucherov is there.
yeah.
That's who I hope is there at number 6. I think that's kind of where I would go.
100%.
That'd be my hope too. But backup plans, you need a ton of them.
100.
You're looking at Makar, Kucherov, Kaprizov. That's pretty much the range that you should be expecting to see. You know, you could go for somebody like Rantanen, just based on right wing if that's something you wanted there. But there's risk with every pick, I guess. But there's just something about Randon, seems so sturdy.
Mm. Yeah, and that.
Well, Raj, I'm surprised you weren't saying to take Mitch Marner instead.
I'd take Marner if he was there for sure. But I don't like
1 minute
skipping the right wing.
That's the thing is there's those 3 right off the bat,
In our, we're also doing another draft, as some people know right now, for our listener leagues, and I missed the right wing shelf, and now like the next, I just went 30 spots down till the next decent right wing. So I'm very keen to.
Yeah, it's like that round 4 or 5 right wing desperation. Like you're looking at like a Reinhardt or Pavelski or like Nylander, and things just get dicey. You got to reach a little bit. Nylander was top of my frickin' queue in the listener league, and he just got drafted. Avs for life, man. Not cool.
Oh, he's a sniper supreme, actually.
He's doing it. Like I would love to for the listener league. I already have. What do I have? 3 fucking left wings. Yeah, but I really want I want Forsberg here. It's overkill. All right, draft is starting.
Starting now.
Let's see how she goes. McDavid, Smart, Matthews, number 2. All right, so we got a 5-minute timer for us to do our. I cut it from 10 to 5, just to, keep things moving. But it's going to be Draisaitl. I just want to kill a little bit of time for everybody to have their cue. Zach, I don't know what your plans are at number 6, but Draisaitl's an easy pick here at number 3. I'm ready to send it, so get ready. I feel like 3, there's no contest. Like we talked about it yesterday, Raj. Like McKinnon or Draisaitl, they're the 2 closest, but I still think it's easy. It's got to be Draisaitl.
Yeah.
All right, just gonna send it. Putting him in my left wing spot. Draft now. Oh my god, everybody can see that on my friggin' on the stream.
Oh, Kucherov goes 5.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. See, that's messed up. That's messed up, dude.
What are you thinking?
That's sniping. I'm gonna let this go down. I'm gonna let the whole 5-minute timer go down because now I'm upset. It seems a little uncouth. So it says Makar is the best available player. Man, I find this hard to do. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna lie. I can't take him at number 6. I can't see it. I mean, maybe I'll feel bad about it later. But
one thing that I will say is that our league there's no scoring for VORP or value over replacement. So again, points are good here. You can spend points.
yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the Oh, I gotta change it.
Oh, okay. Kaprizov
You-
sent it.
Oh shit,
Mother
Raj!
humpers.
Now you have to take Makar.
No, I'm not.
Now you
At
have
number
to take
10
Makar.
again. Said it was an anomaly yesterday. Man, this is two times in a row.
Not into it. But maybe I need to be, I guess.
The people know.
I don't know. It's like that. Everybody I wanted just got taken. Marner, Rantanen, Ovechkin.
Yeah, I took Kaprizov at number 6 instead of Makar.
That was a bit of a curveball.
And then real quick, Marner, Rantanen, and Ovechkin all went.
Yeah, it was a curveball there.
Kaprizov's been going. People are excited about him as well, and I think we were talking about that before. Like, he could be and probably will be very good, but that's a huge risk for a 6th overall, man. Big balls
I don't
there.
think so.
Big
Oh,
balls
well,
there, Vogel.
I got big balls. I've had them checked out.
Raj, you are on the clock at number 10. What is your thought process here? I mean, Makar's got to lead the way. Like, what are your backup plans? Are you
What
going
are you taking
contrarian?
so long here for? Like, I feel like that's a great pick at number 10.
D in the first round? Man, I mean, you look at all the next, 10 players have more points than him. Huh. Yeah, I mean, here's my thought process why I might do it right now is only because I have another pick coming right up. But
that was my thinking as well. Is like, I know, I can still get a very good defenseman, or not a defenseman, a forward. And it's not like you're going to take an Adam Fox at 2-3. You know what I mean? So it's almost like if you want a good defenseman before round 3, Makar just makes so much sense. And here at the ends, on the turn, value over replacement just means that much more. Like, guys that at the 12 spot, at the 1 spot, you need to reach for those positions you need because
they are not going to be available again.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not going to rag you if you take Makar here.
I'm probably going to, but I mean, if you look at the points from last year, right? Like, he didn't even have the most points among D last year.
Well, nobody's talking about Yossi here.
No, I know, and that's crazy when Yossi had like 30 more fantasy points last year and is proven to do that pretty often.
Well, I think it's because Makar is looking like he's going to continue to do it year after year. And
totally. He probably will. It's just I hate a probably in the first round. It's just kind of like the spot this is
you got to go Makar. And
he did it.
If you get JT Miller here, same as I did, it sucks because you're right next to Joel.
JT Miller went right ahead.
So you and Joel are just going to be sniping each other left and right. 2 Vancouver Canucks fans right next to each other. So you don't got JT Miller. This isn't tit for tat my draft from yesterday. Are you thinking? You've been like really on the high goalie train this year? Like when the drafts are our listener league, you got 2 goalies already. Yeah. You're going Hero G.
Hero G. Yep.
That I can't take credit. Raj just coined that one.
Yeah.
He just coined that one. So that's all Raj. I had to pluck it in here.
In that in our listener league, I got Shesterkin and Demko. So
yeah.
As far as the real rankings, I got 2 out of the top 3 goalies for this season. But yeah, that's
the Raj rankings.
One.
The Raj rankings.
I think that's very un-Raj to take 2 goalies and a D in the first 4 picks, but I do.
If you take a goalie here, I'll take a shot.
I am not taking a goalie here, no.
And he's going to take a shot anyway.
I'm going to take a shot at it.
Yesterday, I did start the goalie run with Vazzy, but I got Vazzy in round 3. So that I can live with getting the best.
He's been going like early 3, so
yeah,
right here where you are, if you don't take a goalie here, it's not happening. So it doesn't sound like that's happening. You're thinking forward. Who are you thinking?
I am just trying to decide between Stamkos and Matty Tkachuk.
Matt Tkachuk.
Yep. That Barkov factor, man, that's huge. But after I just finished talking,
it'd be a great
risk,
stack. I would love to have that stack.
I am gonna go. Fuck.
Going Stammer?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go Stamkos, and unless there's any objections, I'll send her now.
Fire away. Zach,
I'm
you
gonna
are
put him in
up next.
left wing.
Panarin, damn it. Yossi, okay.
Matt Tkachuk.
Matt Tkachuk, not far behind. All right, Zachary. What are we thinking? Are you going
Okay.
D?
No, I don't think so. I'll probably go D in the third or fourth round. And
That's
I'll
what
even
smart people
sometimes
do.
I'll even go like back-to-back D picks.
Just get it.
I especially like doing that on like when you're on a turn, when you're at like 10, 11, or 12, you'll just do 2 D picks in a row, and it's like you knock them out real fast. It's like, hey, I got half the defense I needed right there pretty much. Like, it's a good way to knock that out. Let's see. So Brady Tkachuk is up here at the top, followed by Kyle Connor, Victor Hedman. I'm not going to take a goalie. I'm not taking a goalie. I actually think there's a lot of deep goalie this year. I don't think I need a Shesty or a Vazzy in the second round.
Nah, it's a points league too.
To make it happen. You know what I mean? I think that you'll be able to get really good value out of a Fleury, out of a Markstrom, something that you can take in, the fourth or fifth round, maybe even. Like, that's when I'm comfortable. That's when I'm really kind of shooting at taking my goalies this year.
Yeah, I had a reach bit. I just took Sorokin in the 5th in our listener league. Had to reach.
I think the main reason I took goalies early is just so I can stop thinking about them for the rest of the draft.
That is like it's I guess like
frustration.
Underrated part of not going 0G is you don't have to think about it. It's a wonderful feeling.
Well, it is, the one thing about 0G is, yes, it's true you can stream in goalies, but every time you stream in a goalie, you're not streaming in a player.
Yeah.
And if you stream in a player, you can get 2 or 3 games out of that guy. But if you're streaming a goalie, you're probably going to get 1 start that week if it's a streamable goalie. So,
if you're going full 0G, then you have to all your goalie minimums pretty much have to be goalie pickups. Sometimes
I think it's just it's a more nuanced
decision was
position.
made.
When was Brady?
Tkachuk.
When was Brady Tkachuk? And
Kyle Connor.
It's because I just don't trust Winnipeg. I don't trust. Okay, Kyle Connor is great. He's fucking incredible. He's the best player on that team. But Pierre-Luc Dubois, I don't trust you. Whoever might be on that right wing, I'm not sure if I trust you either. I think that they have a lot of soul searching to do in Winnipeg, and I'm wary about taking Kyle Connor. I just am. I can't help it. And another defenseman went. Victor Hedman is going now too.
Yeah.
So that's leaving the top of our goalie list. Oh, actually, you're up next. What are you doing?
I am up. I am.
What are you doing?
Well, first I want to go over the first and second round just as a recap for anybody not watching on the YouTube. It's Connor McDavid, Austin Matthews, Leon Draisaitl, Nathan McKinnon, Nikita Kucherov. That's top 5. Finishing out the first round, Zach, you took Kaprizov, Marner went, Rantanen, Ovechkin, Raj, you took Makar. Fell to this 10 spot 2 times in a row. In between, Huberdeau, Barkov. That's our first round. Second round, Pasternak, Miller, Stamkos by Raj, Panarin, Yossi, Matt Tkachuk, Brady Tkachuk. How about that? Kyle Connor, Victor Hedman. I'm up. I got 2 guys in my queue. I can safely tell you guys who they are. I'm going to take Timo Meier right here. Just get right wing.
Left wing, right wing.
Yeah. So
I like it.
Kind of what Raj was doing yesterday is focus a little bit heavier on dual eligible guys when it makes sense. Right here, there's guys like Svechnikov that feel like a little bit of a reach. Johnny Gaudreau, I guess, I don't know. Second round feels a little weird. Patrick Kane's still out there. I like him a lot, but there's just something about Timo Meier. He'll still be available
in the third round when it comes back around.
He will, but I have Adam Fox queued up. I'm hoping one of these guys on the turn isn't desperate for positional scarcity. So I'm going to go Meyer and hope Adam Fox is there for me going the rest of the way. Jake Gensel, John Carlson. Wow. And Adam Fox, you son of a bitch.
Boom.
Oh.
All right. So there is Shesterkin, our first goalie. Do I go Vasilevsky here? I was looking at D. The next D that makes sense is like,
That you were.
yeah. Well, come on. The next
If you
guys
go
that made
Vazzy-
sense. I think I might go Vasilevsky. It makes sense a little bit. Third round
Does
is
that?
plenty.
Sorry.
Third round is good, is decent for Vazzy. I can see that, like for a top round. But like when I was picking last round, it was right in the meat of the round. So I don't think it was a time to take a goalie.
It's going to be Vazzy. I am sold.
Do it.
It's a points league, so there's not going to be goalie minimums. But volume guys on good teams, this is a good goalie. It's the safest pick. I missed out on goalies in our listener league. Can't do it. Here we go. Vasilevsky round 3. Johnny
Nice.
Gaudreau
Does
right
that
behind him.
Make your
Smash
first 3 picks the same as my first 3 picks in that spot yesterday.
Was that right?
Yeah.
Man, I was
That's
hoping
my
you
exact
would
team.
mirror me too, because you had McCarr right off, and I was like, all right, go for Miller if you can. But Joel said no. Zach, what are you thinking here? You've got 2 left wings. It's time to start thinking another position.
I know, but like Kaprizov and Brady Kachuk are good guys to have. And I know all I have is left wingers and like sole left wingers. Like, okay, so the first dual eligible person that they have like in like their ADP rankings here on Fantrax is Andrei Svechnikov. I'm not doing that.
Why not?
I'm not doing
I
that.
actually don't hate it.
3.
I don't hate it.
I'm not. Well, I do hate it. There ain't no way I'm taking him right here. So I'd rather take another left winger or that are some of these guys than take Svech right here. Not going to happen. Okay, so top here is Sidney Crosby, Patrick Kane. I actually kind of like the Patrick Kane here. That's probably what I'm going to go with unless I talk myself out of it. The way to talk myself out of it is to think about who he's playing with. But man, I hope he gets fucking traded. I hope that Patrick Kane gets traded. I really do. Like it seems like the smartest move for both the team, for him as a player. Like
there's my cue. Sorry. I've got my fucking cue on the goddamn video. I'm trying to give myself some more fucking room here, but it's just not working out. Anyway, sorry. I've only got there's enough room for me to look at 2 players based with the video. Yeah, sorry.
Well, then look at 2 players at a time.
That's what I'm doing. It's tough. Like I can't fill my queue. Like all that's on my list right now is Kane and Forsberg.
The next best defenseman available is Aaron Ekblad, so it has Letang, Moritz Seider after that. Again, I mean, I love Aaron Ekblad, but I don't think this is the time to take Aaron Ekblad this early in the 3rd round. I think I'm leaning Patrick Kane here.
I don't mind it. Yeah, get those wingers.
I need right wing, and that drop off is pretty tight. And Patrick Kane is one of the best right wingers. So there we go.
Eichel Ekblad.
There goes Ekblad in the 3rd.
But see, that's the thing. So Crosby and Eichel went after that. I would rather have both Crosby and Eichel before Ekblad in the 3rd.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's my whole thing. And I'm an Aaron Ekblad supporter.
He's in the same spot as you too, because he's got 2 sole left wings as his first 2 picks. He went Ovi and Panarin,
which are 2 solid left wingers.
Tough times here. Stamkos and Makar so far.
Tough times at Ridgemont High.
You're not in bad shape, Raj. That's one thing.
No. Oh
no, you have a dual eligible center left wing and the presumptive best defenseman.
Yeah, that's true. See, this is where I know Makar was the right pick there, but looking there now, it just feels like I don't have a 1st round pick. Like looking at my Stamkos and Makar, those are 2 great 2nd rounders in my opinion, but I'm sure it'll work out. So round 3, end of round 3. Right wing, yeah. See, right wing stinks now.
That's the thing. The
This
drop
is-
off right wing, all of a sudden, it's
This is that gap.
Svechnikov, Tarasenko,
I
Fiala,
like.
who I took in the listener league, and I hated myself for it.
I hated you too for it. I wanted him.
Well,
You guys
I'm
double
sure you did, but I
snipe
took
me.
him. But I took him. Again, just because you want every player does not mean that I sniped you.
I disagree with that theory. Okay, well, the person that I honestly want right now, it seems like I'm the one that keeps talking about risk, and the guy who I actually want to pick right now is Jack Hughes.
It's a points
feels-
league.
I was
know.
going to say, I feel like your 2 picks on this turn, before you said that, I was thinking to myself, I think that you should pick Jack Hughes and Evander Kane.
And Quinn Hughes. The Hughes brothers.
Well, I am going Jack Hughes. I will take this risk.
There goes Kane right behind him.
Yeah.
All right. Round
Svech.
3 is Adam Fox, Igor Shesterkin, Andre Vasilevsky, Johnny Gaudreau, Sebastian Aho, Patrick Kane. That's where you took him. Sidney Crosby right after that. Jack Eichel, Aaron Ekblad. Roger took Jack Hughes. Evander Kane went. Svechnikov, round 4 starts DeBrincat, Letang. Question mark. What do you got?
Well, I really wish he wouldn't have said take the Hughes brothers, because I want to do that.
Do it.
It's a mock draft.
He's 4th by defenseman.
Yeah,
so
it's not a
you're
not a
not-
horrible pick.
you're not reaching, but I'm also trying to talk you into not taking the guys that I want. So, yes,
That's fair.
take Quinn Hughes. Do it before Joel can. He took Letang.
I'm
You have to tell him, like, no, you got to get a
gonna-
That's
defenseman.
true. I'm kind of surprised you didn't take Quinn Hughes.
post sniping Jahar. After snipe.
Oh, he did. Okay, so you took him. Zibanejad was, pretty near the top of my queue. Landeskog, Cider. Zach, you're up.
I was actually just going to take Mo Sider.
Well,
Okay.
we are, let's see. So you got 2 left wings and a right wing. So center, D, goalie. Those are your vacancies. What position do you lean at this point?
I'm looking at the defenseman right now. The whole thing is, so you can wait on taking defenseman and all, but if you wait too long, and I don't have any right now, and neither do you, they really start to drop off too.
Mm-hmm.
So now the top defenseman, I'll list you off the top 10, and you can see that automatic drop down. So Morgan Riley, Brent Burns, Dougie Hamilton, Zach Werenski, Thomas Shabbat, Rasmus Dahlin, Drew Doughty, Darnell Nurse, Noah Dobson, Mira Heiskanen.
That's my entire queue right there.
Yeah, but the difference between what you think you're going to get from a Morgan Riley and a Brent Burns is completely different than, Mira Heiskanen or Shea Theodore, Devin Tays. That's the area you're getting into. And hell, they're someone like Raj with McCarr and Hughes. That's a great defensive core right there.
Yep.
You can chill now on defensemen and kind of pick up in the future. You can maybe throw a John Klingberg in there because he's going to last a while. You can still get it like a Jared Spurgeon as your 4th D, because they're going to be available. So I'm really choose between Morgan Riley and Brent Burns.
I'm loving
Those are 1
prospect of
and 2
Burns.
on my queue.
I think Burns has a higher upside, and more.
I might
Riley,
take Burns
we know what
just
he's gonna
because
do.
I've been such a Burns hater. It'll throw people off the trail.
I wish you wouldn't.
You want to
God
Burns
damn it.
Riley. Ooh.
Yeah, that was my top 2. So D's not worth reaching for at this point.
No, all of a sudden it's not worth taking a D in this round.
Wow, would you look
Because
at
now
that?
you're looking at Dougie Hamilton being
No,
the top.
top two as far as projections are Noah Dobson and Rasmus Dahlin. Two players, very similar. I've talked about this before. They separated by 0.05 points when it comes to projection.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yes.
going to take Kevin Fiala just because I want to. But I'm gonna. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, damn, I'm looking at. Well, actually, Philip Forsberg's right here. And I was confusing my listener league mock or my listener league draft with this one, and I was like, I have too many left wings, but that's my real life team. So here I can take Philip Forsberg. Oh man.
Better check. How are we doing on that other draft?
It's on the turn. It's hook and scramble. He's up, but he's in this mock too. So it's might be a minute. All right. Man. See, now I'm between UC Soros and Philip Forsberg and Kevin Fiala. Those are the top three in my queue. I just took Vasilevsky. I could lock shit up tight with UC Soros.
Hero G.
Yeah, baby.
That is some hero G right there. 2 goalies in the first 4 picks.
I mean, they're separated by like 8 points when it comes to their projections at this point. But man, I really do want to go Philip Forsberg here. Yep. Gonna take Forsberg. All right. 2 minutes in. There goes Fiala. He was the other one on the top. Robertson, Pettersson, Nylander. I could take Saros now if I wanted to, but it's going to be a while. I'm actually going to take another look at defensemen here. So the guys at the top are not that good. They're not that good. It's like it's Dobson, it's Dahlin. Do I wait another round? Because like even if everybody takes a defenseman, they're all pretty similar. So yeah, UC Saros. I'm done drafting goalies at this point.
Oh, God damn it.
You were going to take him, were you? Fuck you for Burns.
No,
then.
I was going to take Patrick Laine.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck
And
me
as
then.
soon as you pick Saros, and boom, Patrick Laine right off the board.
Elias Lindholm right behind him. You are on the board. You have 1 right wing, 2 left wings, a defenseman, no centers, no goalie. What are you doing?
I really wanted Patrick Laine. Left wing, right wing. Think he'll enjoy having Johnny Gaudreau playing with him. Man, that kind of screwed me up right there. That's what I wanted. Okay, so we got Dougie Hamilton out there. Zach Rowensky is high on this list. Thomas Shabbat. So like these defensemen, they're high as far as like the ranked players and everything goes. I don't want to do 2D in a row. I'm more comfortable with doing, at this point, I don't want to do 2D in a row because who's available.
Well, let's look at the centers. I mean, John Tavares is still out there. You can get somebody dual eligible like
I was looking
Pavelski.
at John Tavares.
Pavelski's out there. He's got that right wing, and he gets valued for that too.
And Ruby Hintz is out there too, center left wing. I know I have left wings, but like he's a great player. I think that top line is going to be fantastic, and he's going to be playing with Jason Robertson, who we all love.
I love him.
He's so damn good. Let's see. I mean, I'm definitely not taking Brad Marchand. I can say that assuredly.
I'm telling you, I would look at, he would be my guy, is Pavelski. Raj is over there squirming because he's probably queued up top.
No, I got some stuff queued up actually. How about when was the last time there was a 50+ goal scorer who nobody wants until like the 7th or 8th round?
We're talking about Chris Kreider here?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are
I'm
calling
now
for
taking
like,
Chris Kreider right now.
yeah, for hard regression.
Yeah. But that's crazy. You got 50 fucking goals, and
Yeah, he did.
I agree. I think he's going to drop down
It
into the
happened.
30s. Yeah.
It 100% happened.
It did happen. I do have to say, this is my favorite time of the year when I've got a draft going on my computer and a different draft going on my phone at the same time.
Nothing's happened. It's still hook and scramble. He's doing this mock here, so
Okay.
we'll see. He's online in both.
Tom took Hughes.
Yeah, he did. It was like immediately after you took Hughes here. All right, Zach, what's going on in your head?
Hockey-wise.
Tavares, Pavelski right behind
And
him.
Pavelski goes immediately after, huh?
Yeah.
Look at that.
And there goes Markstrom, another volume goalie. I think there's only one left on our top 5, and there he goes. Thatcher Demko by Raj.
Guess who Raj is going to pick?
Yeah. All right, let's talk about round 5 here. Did we do round 4? I think we did. Actually, I don't think we did the whole thing. So DeBrincat, Letang, Hughes, Zibanejad, Landeskog, Sider, Burns, Riley, a lot of D going off the board there. Tarasenko, I took Forsberg, Fiala, Robertson, Pettersson, Nylander went right behind him. My pick in round 5, Saros. So I'm done with goalies. Really strange. Like both of these mocks have been really strange for me. First, I got the D in round 1, which was weird. And now I'm done with goalies by round 5 with no defenseman. So this is just the weirdest draft I've ever had. After Saros went Line, Lindholm, Zach, you took Tavares, Pavelski goes, Markstrom, Ehlers, Raju took Demko, Werenski, Marchand, Hintz, Hamilton. What are you thinking here in round 6, Raj?
Oh, I am sold. I'm just chirping Jr. Braden Point, I need a center. Yes, I don't need a center, but I want a center.
All right. Right after him, it looks like a mini goalie run is happening. Sorokin, Malkin,
You know,
Hellebuck.
and I was actually thinking about taking a goalie too. That's what I planned on doing.
Do it. Freak everybody out. Is it Kemper? Is it Ottinger? What's going on? I still got Raj on the screen. There's Zach. Hey.
It is either Kemper or Ottinger.
I know.
Like, I really do believe in Jake Ottinger, and I believe in I really do think that the Dallas Stars are going to be good, and I think that he's going to do fantastic. Although the Capitals are a proven commodity, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
As far as a playing winning hockey, which is what they have done the past how many years now. I get it that they're getting older, but Darcy Kemper goes there and they ship their other goalies out. So you know what I mean? It's not like he's gonna get starts.
Go for it. You got to get a goalie, man. Here we are,
I'm picking one. Jesus, let me go over
get that
this in
goalie
my
run.
head.
Freak everybody out, please. I know everybody right now is like dicking with their cue. Oh shit, I got to get a goalie. Got to make sure I get a goalie. That's one thing like you got to take with a grain of salt on these is there's no live planning. So everybody has their cue, they're sticking to it. During these gaps is the only time they really get to plan. So man, there's just no like flow. And yeah, there goes the goalie
goes
run.
immediately after.
Yes, he did. All right, I have got to
4
go
goalies so far in
defenseman
this
here.
round.
Got to go D. And just for you, Raj. Just for you. I'm taking Rasmus Dahlin.
Oh, ahead of Thomas Shabbat, even. God.
There goes Mark Stone. I still got Zach on the screen. He's joking.
Oh.
All right. There goes Sam Reinhart. I would have loved to have had him. But now I don't know. I'm thinking more about, I can get Thomas Shabbat here too. So that's another thing I'm thinking about is which one of these goalies is the best. And I don't know, like that power play. Yeah. I'm talking myself into it. I got to go Shabbat here. But I'm looking, I got a lot of vacancies on my team except for a goalie. Like everybody's dual eligible. Fuck it. I'll go. Defensemen aren't dual eligible. You got to take them. All right. Shabbat, Scheifele, Dobson. We're in the middle of a little D run, it seems. 4 defensemen in the last 8 picks. So half of the picks. Brian Rust, your guy,
Brian
Matt
Rust.
Zuccarello. Don't give
I
anybody
love
no
Brian
time
Rust.
to
I'm
fuck
glad
with
I
their
got
queue.
him in the 7th round. Fuck
All right.
yeah.
7th round all day. Actually, let's do the 6th round because I didn't even talk about Rupee Hintz going. There goes Hintz in the 6th round. Hamilton, Point, Sorokin, Malkin, Hellebuck, Kemper, Ottinger, 3 goalies in a row. Chris Kreider, there he goes at the end of round 6. I took Dahlin, Doughty, Bergeron, Reinhardt, Shabbat was my 7th round pick. Scheifele, Dobson, Rust, Zuccarello, Larkin, Buchnevich. And now Raj is on the clock. How's your team looking? You got Makar, you're set for D. Looks like you're set for center for sure. I'm thinking you're going winger.
Mm-hmm.
You got to go winger here, right?
I've been going 0 right wing so far. And we're just sort of getting into the my favorite word. We're starting to get into the next tier of right wings because there's that, like we were talking about, there's that like 3 or 4 round gap when right wings kind of dry up. But I mean, the guy I want is Batherson, but if this is real, I just wouldn't risk it even in this round.
Yeah, his ADP is just plummeting at this point.
So my next pick will be a right wing.
You should take Matt Duchene. That's gonna have. He's gonna do it again.
Yeah, him and Kreider taking over the league all of a sudden. You know what? Fucking Tage Thompson, right wing.
No way.
Yep.
Okay. Frederick
when
Anderson,
I saw-
there's a really good goalie getting the goalie late. Frederick Anderson,
Batherson.
fucking nice, sneaky pick. Sorry, I
By
didn't
the
mean to
way,
cut you
I
off
do
on.
plan on. That's what I'm doing with my next pick. I think it's either that or defense.
Doing what? Goalie?
Either goalie or defense.
Just lock up
One or
them
the
G.
other.
Man, I don't know if anybody's going 0G here. Looks like
I do
Scorsese
like though that a
is.
lot of the right wingers that are left
Nimmer
are
too.
dual eligible.
Yeah, true enough.
So like the top, like for fantasy, like what they're projected for. You got Matt Duchene, Claude Giroux, Jesper Bratt, Lucas Raymond, Tara Vinen, Sagan. They're all
Son of a bitch,
dual
Raj.
eligible.
I'm fucking tired of you, man. Fucking tired of your ass. All right, well, there goes a lot of D. You took Jonathan Marchessault around 8, then Nurse, Uyghur, Theodore. The last, remaining tier of power play 1 defenseman is starting to dry up a little bit. Zach, you're up.
Okay, so I'm
shit.
definitely going to take a goalie here.
Okay.
I'm 100% taking a goalie. And for me, it's coming down to Jack Campbell or Fleury. I would think about Bobrovsky. The only thing is, Bobrovsky is, he can give them up. He can really give them up. He's
tell you
capable
this.
of doing it.
I'll give you this one for free. Tristan Jarry would be my pick.
I'm not doing Tristan Jarry.
Penguins are good. Tristan Jarry sees a lot of games.
I think that Tristan Jarry would. I'm not doing Tristan Jarry. I can just tell you I'm not doing that. But the whole thing is it starts going downhill quick on these goalies. You know what I mean?
That it does. And as soon as round 10 hits, that's like the 0G threshold, and everybody who doesn't have a goalie, they've got the okay, right? So they just go for goalie in round 10. So you like 8, 9, these are your last chance to get a goalie if you want to skip if you want to fast pass the fucking 0G line.
Even though, you could wait like a round or 2 and, get an Alexander Georgiev.
Yeah.
If you think that that's going to work, but then you'd want to also, if I had Georgiev, I would also want to have Francouz. Like I would want to have 3 goalies and just have, a starting goalie and then the Colorado tandem. Like that would make sense to me.
Yeah.
If you were going to have one of them, you might as well have both of them and another starter.
No, you missed it yesterday. So I was saying a lot about like different kind of stacking. So deployment stacking. We're talking about, if you take Rasmus Anderson, you can take Uyghur too. If you take Toffoli, take Mangiapane. If you take Shea Theodore, take Alex Pietrangelo. If you take Evan Bouchard, take Tyson Berry. Whoever, get both those guys that are available for the role that you see them in. So whoever does get the role, the other guy, you could just drop them, in the first couple weeks. What are you thinking here? So you said goalie.
I'm really choosing between Jack Hamill and Marc-Andre Fleury. Jack Campbell is the risk. Screw you, Raj.
Well, those are my next two goalies on my list. But I don't think Jack Campbell's much of a risk, to be honest. I know people
I
are a
think
little
it's
freaked out
more
by
of a
that, but
risk.
I think he's I think Fleury's a better goalie all around, but
It's a points league. We're going for wins. We're going for volume. So,
yeah.
those rate stats, they don't mean as much here.
Mm.
Thank God you've talked me into it. I'll do Jack Campbell then.
We're gonna
And
have to,
honestly, Raj,
man.
I thought that you were going to pick a goalie there instead of Marchessault, because this goalie market is about to drop off. I mean, you can. I still like Cam Talbot. In the you're going to have him available.
All right, Raj took Marchessault last night, and I followed suit with taking Trocheck. I'm going to do it again. We're in round 8. We're making round 10 reaches here, just because we know we've read the room. It's one of the most important things you got to do when you're in a draft. You know your league mates. And I was telling him, one of the guys, Ruckus here, he was asking if we were going to do a live stream. I said, we already do 150 episodes a year where you guys get to hear into our playbook. You get all our secrets. You don't need to see our queue at the same time and hear in real time who we're thinking about. It's just not fair. It's just not fair. We're already at such a disadvantage. So I do need to reach on a Trocheck. You need to reach on a March. So guys that we've talked about on the show, a lot of these people in this draft, they know that, we've got them kind of bookmarked. I'll tell you, the next player might surprise you guys that I'm thinking about. Just because I want to try it and see how I feel. But I'm going to send Trocheck, let the turn go. Round number 8 started off with Batherson, Kiru, Marchessault, Nurse, Uyghur, Shea Theodore, Jack Campbell, Tim Stutzla, Alex Pietrangelo, Vince Trocheck is who I took just now, John Klingberg, Tristan Jarry, Seth Jones, Brock Besser. Love that pick. That is a solid late right wing.
I don't like that pick.
Well, yeah, you're hurt.
You wouldn't.
In your butthole. Your butt hurt.
Yeah.
All right, so I was just talking about deployment stacks. I got 2 defensemen. Seth Jones would have been my pick here, but now I'm looking at Evan Bouchard, and I know I said he's risky. I know I said it's weird to take him over Tyson Barrie, but the more I'm thinking about it, the more it makes sense that he would be the top power play guy early. And whoever's not the top power play guy is more than likely going to be on the waiver wire after the first couple weeks. So I'm thinking if Bouchard just doesn't, if he underwhelms there, maybe they put Barry back up. I could always pick him up. I don't know. I got my centers locked down, so I'm looking at winger or defenseman at this point. I don't know. What do you guys, anything out there that I should see, that I should know about that you're not keeping under wraps?
I'm surprised you aren't taking a bigger look at Anze Kopitar.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you haven't even talked about him at all.
I have 2 centers. I'm already pretty filled up there.
No, and he is a straight C.
Yeah, it's tough.
Just as far as points wise go, he's what I think is, maybe the best one available.
I have Norris and Kadri in my queue. Those are centers.
Norris, man.
Yeah, I think Norris he would be a sneaky pick here. He's by way of ADP, he's next up on the list, but by fantasy points, it's Kopitar, which I'm thinking about Dubois here too, and just slotting him into my left wing. So really, it's between Bouchard and Dubois. I don't know what to do.
It'd be interesting to see what happens with Norris, because it sounds like at least the plan is Stutzla is going to be playing with DeBrincat.
Yeah.
And if Norris doesn't have Batherson, he's left alone a little bit.
What I think there is they might do Matthew Joseph. There hasn't been news, number one, about this, sexual assault case. So,
and no news sounds like good news.
Yeah, it would be in this instance. So, but Matthew Joseph was, fucking spitting hot fire last year. So there's that. Oh, damn. I sniped Trocheck from him. He knew it. 8th round Trocheck. That's going to be my move this year. Hopefully we don't hit the 8th round before the listeners hear this one, but whatever. Man, I don't know. Let me look at the D again, because how's the drop off?
There ain't nothing.
I think there's a couple.
Oh, there's a couple,
but the drop off is pretty steep. So, yeah, I might go upside here. I'm going to take Bouchard, go against everything I've ever said. But there's a weird one. All right, Fleury, Trouba go right behind him. Zach, what are you thinking here? What deficiencies do you have on your roster?
Defense, I have Brent Burns and Brent Burns alone.
Oof.
But this this drop off that you're talking about is real. So I'm going to take Devin Tays here. Actually,
it's not bad.
It's pretty clear that I got to at least get one more defenseman here.
There goes Josh Norris right before you, Raj. You took Devon Tays, Lucas Raymond, Charlie McAvoy, Josh Norris. We're looking at round 9 here. What are you missing on your roster at this point? This is like those are those gut rounds where we're just trying to find somebody that fits our roster composition that, is going to provide reasonable dividends. What are you thinking?
Yeah, well, I was thinking, like, I obviously have a great start on D in a points league with Makar and Hughes, but there's not much points left, and I had Trouba, Taves, and McAvoy, which just went 3 out of the last 4 picks, so I have no D left on my...
That is the way it happened.
And, the next guy's up, Erik Karlsson. I'm not opposed to taking Erik Karlsson this year with Burns not being there. He could do okay. D'Angelo is after that. I don't have a ton of faith in points coming from Philly, so I'm just gonna click off of D and ignore them further and take Claude Giroux.
It's like the opposite of VORP. This is a perfect display. Like, everybody that is here right now is going to be there at my next pick or somebody comparable. So Giroux went, only Byram went in between. This has been a trend. I'm seeing a lot of Byram in like the 10th round, which is just really wild. Really wild.
And this guy has been talked about. I'm gonna fill out my other goalie right now. I'm very big on trying to get workhorses. I much prefer. Well, I think that's who I'm gonna go. But the choices for that for me would be Bob's or Binnington, because but I hate both of them so much.
You're supposed to hate your goalies.
They're going to play a ton. I think Florida is going to win more than St. Louis this year. The only thing is, Florida still does have a proper backup where St. Louis doesn't really anymore.
Well, they got Thomas Greiss. He's like, if he's nothing else, he's a backup.
That's true. But Bob's is making all the money, so he's going to play, and it's Florida. I'm taking Bob's.
Bob's it is. Rob Thomas right behind him. Cole Caulfield. Woo. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, man. Slick.
Hey, speaking of Cole Caulfield, Montreal named their captain, hey?
They did. It
wasn't Cole Caulfield.
Yeah. This is Nick
partner,
Susie. It's Susie who's still on the board, ain't he?
I think
he is. Yeah, he is. He's the 5th ranked center at this point.
That's kind of cool. I like him.
Yeah.
And I did not want to do this, but I'm going to do it.
Ooh,
I just drafted Matt Duchene.
The douche.
But in round 10, I guess I can live with that.
If anybody's curious how it feels to draft Matt Duchene, you just got a live look at it. So enjoy. I'm up. I can take Tyson Barrie here and do that. But the guy I was looking at last round is still around. It's Pierre-Luc Dubois. That's the guy I really want. So I'm going to take him here at 10 and freak everybody out because I just picked in 10 seconds. Tomas Hertl, Matt Murray, Jesper Bratt, Elvis Merzlikins was he your other goalie, Raj?
No, I got 2 goalies.
Okay.
I was grimacing about Bratt. I was hoping to snag him
actually,
later.
Bratt was high on my queue.
That's a strong pick, yeah. All right, I'm missing. I could go defenseman here. I kind of want to go to defenseman here, but I also need a right wing. But I think the ADP is telling me that I can wait. There's a lot of right wings here that are still pretty interesting. I'm actually filling up my queue with all that. So
I agree. I have quite a few of these right wingers in my queue.
I'm going D, so you can start talking about your right winger, but I'm taking Josh Morrissey. He has been one of my guys this offseason. Don't know why. Zach, you're up, bud. What are you thinking about? Are you going right wing like you were saying?
No, I actually have two right wingers. So, I mean, I got two starting right wingers. I had Patrick Kane and Brian Russ. So I'm actually pretty happy with my right wing. Kaprizov and Kachuk for my left wingers. Right now, I just drafted Matt Duchene. So I filled up my centers with Tavares and Duchene. I only have two defensemen. I'm filled up on goalie with Kemper and Campbell. Not like the best goalies in the world, but, it's okay. I might, depending on the league, I would even take another goalie. But I think I am looking at D as well. So, I mean, you don't really know exactly what's going to be going on with the power play down in St. Louis. Is it going to be Justin Falk's power play one, or is it going to be Torrey Krug?
I think it'll be Krug.
I think so too. I have Krug high on my list. Obviously, we talked about Tony DeAngelo. I think I'm really actually picking between Krug and Shane Gostisbehere.
Oof, God, 0D it's not a pretty picture.
But at least Shane Gostisbehere scores goals.
Yeah,
and he's on the power play. He is a power play quarterback. I mean, also out there, you do have Tyson Berry. You do have a Jared Spurgeon. You know what I mean?
Jacob Chikrin's still out there. If for anybody holding on to
but
hope.
I think that Gostisbehere is going to get the power play.
Yeah, you would think.
Don't you?
I do too. He's just so much more built for it,
Yeah, and the whole thing is, so especially in points leagues, what I'm really trying to do with the defense, I want guys that are going to get power play points. You know what I mean? Having a power play defenseman is a big deal. So like a lot of these guys, like Ivan Provorov, he's not getting the power play. Jeff Petrie, not getting the power play. So really it is. It's between Krug and Falk. I think I'm leaning towards Krug. But there is a couple of, power play guys still out there. Gostisbehere, DeAngelo. We don't know if it's going to be Bouchard or Barry. We think it's Bouchard, but I mean, Barry is still, still out there and is always a threat. Ooh, and Ryan Pulak is out there too. I have him often.
Too often. I think you're spot on with Krug here. Krug, I think Klingberg did go. Yeah, I think Krug's the guy.
And that's if who do you?
Well, you take Keandre Miller
is out there, but it doesn't make sense for them to not have Weegar as their power play. You know what I mean? It does not make sense to me that they wouldn't have him.
I do think
they would have Rasmus Anderson.
I think they're going to want, like Sutter flip-flop back and forth last year with Rasmus Anderson and Noah Hannafin even. So to say that he's probably not sold on him I don't think it's that much of a stretch. He was the best fit that they had there. He's a righty, Hannafin's a lefty, Weegar's a righty. So as far as that goes, they're on the same standing, Weegar and Anderson. So, when you're looking at points per 60, it's all there. Weegar looks like the best guy. So we'll see. I do think they're going to want to make that trade look as good as possible. So you did take Krug. There goes Cam Talbot, Erik Karlsson, Nazem Kadri, who was top of my queue. Raj, what are you thinking here, pal?
I was after Erik Karlsson, which I haven't said in years.
Yeah, right?
Years.
So looking at you only got 2D here, so you got to be going D, huh?
I have to. I still don't want to. But I thought I made a decision with Karlsson. I mean, I was even looking at his points from last year. He did pretty decent last year, but he's not an option. Of what's left, I mean, a cool bad pick would be Owen Power. I'm not going to do that. Justin Falk, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad. To be honest, I don't think that's when Zach was between those two guys. I thought he was right.
Yeah, Falk is. I mean, Falk's. He's decent.
He might be the best D left out there.
I want that to not be true, but I believe it is. So, and I still got to pick another one, right? So
yeah, I mean Rasmus Anderson's right behind him.
Yeah, I'd rather take Falk. Yeah.
It's just boring because he won't get those top power play points, but they're still there.
Bertuzzi. I was looking at Bertuzzi. That's who I wanted next. Was Tyler Bertuzzi 100%.
So we got Bertuzzi, Chikrin, Suzuki, and Kempe off the board between your two picks. I'll do round 11 one more time. Jesper Bratt, Elvis Merzlikins, Josh Morrissey, Teuvo Teravainen, Clayton Keller. One of those late round right wings that I really dig. Torrey Krug was your pick, Zach. Cam Talbot, Erik Karlsson, Nazem Kadri, Justin Falk, Tyler Bertuzzi, Jacob Chikrin, Nick Suzuki, Adrian Kempe. Raj, you're back on the clock.
Yeah, and in my eyes right now, there is two fantastic 12th round right wings left. 3, actually.
Stop it.
Pick.
Stop it.
4.
Stop
4.
it.
There's 4 that I'm happy about. I just got to pick one, even though I don't need a right wing. You still need bench players, and I'm just gonna fade that last D pick until my last pick and take fucking Troy Stetcher or somebody.
I feel you on that.
Just don't want no part of it.
Fuck it.
And the thing is, like at this point, the difference in the next like 5 to 10 D, it's a couple of points. It's a shit player, so that's what it's gonna be. I don't want to. I'm not going to pick him, but you know who's out there? Man, this is a great time for right wings. We're in round 12, and I'm looking at the right wings, and there's quite a few who are still pretty good players.
Yes, there are. A lot of your guys too.
Speaking of St. Louis's power play,
he's on Detroit now.
Snipe City,
I know.
Raj.
All right.
And he's
Snipe
why
City, Raj.
There goes
he
Perron.
is why
Just
St.
gonna
Louis's
take
power
David
play was
Perron.
great. Yeah, he's what made the power play so great last year.
A lot of people filling up on D. David Perron goes, Alex Georgiev, Tony DeAngelo, Rasmus Anderson. Zach, you are up. And it sounded like you got sniped on the Perron pick.
Yes, I was going to take David Perron. Not only is he dual eligible, but I like that whole Detroit business. I had David Perron queued up to be the player I was picking, and you took him. That's upsetting. You got me back for what I did to you earlier, supposedly.
Good. You mean when you picked good players and I didn't want you to?
Yeah, sorry about
Zach.
that.
Just because they're in your queue doesn't mean they're your player. Okay? Just because you want them. You can't want all the players.
Clearly.
But shit, man, if you need a right wing, I think right wing's the strongest position right now.
They're out there.
I want to look at something real quick. Give me 1 second.
Just gave everybody a little sneak at the top of my queue here. Hoping he doesn't get sniped.
There's some.
So give me a position, Zach. What are you thinking? What position do you got?
I want to take a winger.
Where?
I want to take a winger. But don't worry, I don't want Oliver Bjorkstrand. You can have him.
Great.
Dude, like the next.
I'm leaning towards Tyler Toffoli.
Motherfucker.
That's really what I'm leaning for.
Yeah.
Is that who you wanted to? Because that really is like he is.
Yeah. There was no way but yeah, he's top of my queue.
I think I'm gonna take him.
Oliver Bjorkstrand. You weren't sold until I said motherfucker, but now you're sold.
It was between him and Zach Hyman.
Well, that's not who my top 2 are.
Because I like Zach Hyman.
Well, send it.
I'm sorry. Hey, I did say it first. It's not like I made it up.
God
you know
damn.
what I mean?
Sagan was my he was my number 2. So now I gotta pivot.
Sagan was one of the guys I was talking about.
I know. All right, so I was looking at right wings. I'm just not happy with what's out there anymore, just because all of my guys got sniped. Toffoli, Boldy, and Sagan were all in my queue pretty high.
Hey, Blake Wheeler is still out there.
Blake Wheeler, man.
Sure. Yeah, great.
100%.
He's still out there. He's a player.
Yep.
He's a person.
He'll be out there for my next pick, too, I think.
It's true.
Shit.
Troy Terry's out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is this is gross when it comes to All right, I guess it is going to be Blake Wheeler then. That's dumb. So dumb.
You ever wondered what it looked like to draft Blake Wheeler?
Yeah, I hated that. I was not having fun, not for a second. All right, so there were a couple guys
Zach Hyman's gone.
that I feel were smart picks, and now I'm working on my bench, so I don't really have to worry about position anymore. I got a lot of dual eligible guys, so I'm pretty happy. So when I'm filling out my bench, this is what I'm doing. I'm betting on ceiling. And what I'm doing right here is betting on a ceiling of Taylor Hall, baby, because he is gonna play. That's what you get, little bitch.
You motherfucker.
Fuck bitch boy. That's what you get. Yeah. Betting on ceiling.
Did you know were you just looking at the available players out there and just knew that I was going to take him?
No. I mean, I know you're high on him, but you're not 12th round high. You're higher on Toffoli, apparently. Is what it is. Enjoy. Have fun.
Well, Toffoli's a right winger.
Yeah.
And I do like that line that I think he's going to be on. So
I am limiting myself a little bit with the, single eligibility on my bench, but what are you going to do? All right, we are in round 13, pulling up on an hour. What are you thinking here, Zach?
I have almost no dual eligible guys. I have one dual eligible player.
Jamie Ben's out there.
Matt Duchene.
Go get Jamie Ben.
I don't want Jamie Ben.
Yes, you do.
Marchessault is my only winger who's single eligible.
Cool.
I'd have no shortage
brag
of
about
centers
it
this year.
God damn.
Just then.
Yeah, I got
just then.
I got 1, 2, 3 guys. So right about what I had last time. Do it.
See, this is when I start getting upset with the world.
Yeah, it's yucky out there. It's yucky right now.
There's a couple guys. Hey, what do you
I'm
guys
not
think?
taking Jeff Skinner, by the way.
What do you guys think about Logan Thompson just went?
I don't know what that was. He's offline, so I wonder if that was a ranking thing, but that's his second goalie, so maybe it was on purpose.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to him as a late goalie, but I would want him to be a third goalie, I think.
Let's take a look at the goalies that are still out there. You got Samsonov, Olmark, Grubauer, even Nedeljkovic, Carter Hart, Jonathan Quick, who, to be honest with you, I think is going to wind up the Kings starter again. Like I see a lot of Rene Saros between Quick and Peterson. Is Peterson still out there? Yeah, he is. I don't know. Thompson's like he's going to get those early games because Brossoit is still hurt. So early in the season, that's one of those guys that you can draft and then drop and figure out. So it's like kind of a halfway house for 0G. You just got the guy and send it. I love the Gibson pick because those off nights you're gonna get fucking all of them. And he had Markstrom, so he's got volume, and they're not gonna play on the same night. Hartman, Spurgeon. All right, so let's do round 13 all together. After I took Blake Wheeler in the round 12, Sergachev, Pionk went. Round 13 started off Zach Hyman, Boone Jenner, Taylor Hall was me. Logan Thompson, Ryan Hartman. Zach, you took Jared Spurgeon, top power play in Minnesota. He's one of the last top power play guys out there. Bo Horvat, John Gibson, Tyson Berry. So there goes my deployment stack on Berry. Raj, you are up. You're still looking at D. It's about only 6 of them went since your last pick. So
I got 5 more rounds before I'm thinking of D.
Yeah, I guess you do got 3. You don't like a bench D?
when they're available.
I'm- Yeah,
I've
I'm
only
not a
have
bench-
benched.
I'm not a bench deep person in a points league.
And you know what? Like the way it's going to end up too, I would almost even with the quality of D that's there, I would fill my spots. So I'll get one more and plan on pillaging the wire right away. But I'm going Braden Shen here. He's just a solid guy.
Raquel.
Raquel's a good,
I like
good
that
sneaky
Raquel
pick.
pick. Yeah, I had him high on my queue.
All right, there goes Huso right after Braden Shen. Like that one too. I'm not sure what his deployment's going to be, if he's going to be top 6 or he's going to be the third line center. So that's one of those worries I have about him. But round 13, what do we care?
Yeah, he'll be top power play for sure.
Raquel, Huso, Slavin, Janot, go. You're up again. What are you thinking? Oh, Goss is Bear. Send it quick. Barzell right behind him. Barzell was top of my queue. That's a bummer. Troy Terry, Joel Eriksson Ek. Zach, you are up.
Whole bunch more single eligible guys out here too.
That is most certainly true. I think the next ranked highest guy is Connor Garland and then Jamie Benn. It's a rough world out there.
Nobody wants Couturier, hey? Even in the 14th round?
Kind of gross. The Flyers they're bad. They're pretty bad, man.
I thought I heard on Fantasy on Ice that somebody has to score.
Is that the
Those
case?
guys.
Yeah, it'll be the
I
other
hope
team.
so.
It'll
I mean,
be
I'm
the other
wearing
team.
I'm wearing a Flyers shirt, so I mean, I hope something like that happens.
The other team will score.
That's my guess.
Another dude. I'll give up my queue here. What's the deal? I think I asked the same thing yesterday. My brain's not working. I might have to throw up, by the way. For anyone who isn't aware, which is everyone, I've been throwing up all day since about 4 a.m. Victor Arvidsson, is he out?
I don't know. What's the news on him? They got news? Let's see.
Fantrax just says out indefinitely, but that's expected to
I can't
return
move it.
September 15th.
3 to 5 months. That was reported in May. So yeah, that's August, which is already gone. We're right about 4 months right now. So a month from now, yeah, is right about the start of the season.
That improved LA.
Ooh,
option.
ooh. I just found something fun.
No.
Zach, what are you thinking, man? You've been on the clock for 2 fucking minutes. You're just staring at the screen over there. What are you doing? Thinking about Philip Deneau?
No, I am not taking Philip Deneau. I'm looking.
I know
for
what I'm doing
some-
next.
Oh, now you.
Well, see, now I'm trying to find the player that you want to take next.
See if you can see his Q reflecting in his glasses.
God.
Let's see. Who did you find? You think?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm looking down here. I'm looking through.
I found a couple guys.
I think.
A couple guys.
Are they back to back on Fantrax?
I don't know what that means. Not Seth Jarvis. Not Jeff Petrie.
Well, that's who I'm taking. Seth Jarvis. That's who I took.
Not Michael Bunting. So that's round 14. Jacob Slavin, Tanner Janot, Shane Gostisbehere, Matt Barzell, Troy Terry, Joel Eriksson Ek, Seth Jarvis, Jeff Petrie, Michael Bunting, David Krejci. That's who's going next.
You know what? I saw David Krejci, and believe me, I definitely noticed.
I got Taylor Hall, so there's a late round stack that I could go for, but man, he is gonna get points. Hopefully, don't just forget how to play hockey. All right, Jeff Skinner goes. Ivan Provorov, Sam Bennett, Oliver Bjorkstrand over the wrap there. I'm gonna do something. I know it's a mock, but I just kind of want to give credit where I think he's gonna go. Anthony Duclair, just slot him right onto my IR, and wait till January, and then have a top line guy in Florida. It's a right wing too, so Tuck goes right behind him. Mangiapane, Zach, you're back on the clock.
That I am. So I want a top line guy here, and I mean, there's a bunch of top line guys out there,
There is
like Jared McCann.
Travis Konechny, Anders Lee, Jake DeBrusk. Technically top line.
I don't think you're allowed to draft
Verhage.
DeBrusk.
That was the one guy I didn't say because he was the top of my queue. Yeah. I said all the other fucking top line guys, but I wanted to not say Verhage. But he went because Zach took him. Lafreniere, Nick Schmaltz, Phil Kessel. Rod, you're up. What are you thinking? The hurt of a snipe as we go later into the draft, it doesn't sting as much, so I'll recover.
I'm going to go with my standard round 15 bench players, Andrew Kopp this year.
Just that versatility, baby. Versatility.
And I'm going to throw in a guy right now who I actually have drafted. And then today, he signed.
Erod. Love it. There goes Coots. Round 16. He's a Flyers fan. Tom Wilson goes. We're getting into those IR stash territory. Ilya Samsonov. Must be a 0G thing. Ruckus, where else did he draft? He got Cam Talbot. Oh, he's rocking 3G. Took Hellebuck, too. So, getting that bench goalie. What are you thinking here, round 16? Is there any weaknesses in your team?
I mean, the whole team is pretty weak, but no, I'm just kidding. I'm still. You gotta always look for that diamond in the rough, like that player down low that might get you some points. So like there is an Anders Lee out there. He was a 30-goal scorer. You're looking for points. I'm looking for late round goals is what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? Andres Palat is probably going to be playing a lot. I like the situation that he's going to be in. Brock Nelson is still out there. Chandler Stevenson is still out there.
37 goals for Nelson last year.
Yeah, that was huge. Anders Lee and Brock Nelson, if you sort by goals, they're the two highest skaters. Igor Sharangovich, he scores goals too, man. So don't forget about him. He's just like a really late kind of guy.
Yeah, I'm not drafting him right now.
No,
that's for sure.
Probably won't draft him at all, but somebody to look out for. Good at scoring goals. Olofsson still out there.
Looking at Nelson and Anders Lee, like
Chando.
Both of them have crazy more goals than assists. There's just no one to pass to on that team.
So these are yucky rounds. So here we go. Round 16. Vince Dunn, Carter Hart, Evan Rodriguez, Sean Couturier, Tom Wilson, Ilya Samsonov, Chandler Stevenson, Nico Hischier, Noah Hannafin. I'm up with the 10th pick here. There's a couple guys worth taking, but I don't want to stretch. Like I really want versatility on my bench. Like that is what I kind of prioritize more than anything. And my bench right now, I got Krejci and Hall as my utility guys. I got Duclair who's going straight on to IR. Gotta get some dual eligible. You know what? I don't hate Mikhail Granlund, so I'm going to take him. He's not bad. Center right wing.
Top of my queue, but mainly because I had Matt Duchene.
Foligno, Dumba, Konechny, Francouz go in between. Kind of looking at Andrei Burakovsky here, so gonna send that one over. Another dual eligible guy, Jeremy Swayman, really nice late round pick goalie. Damon Severson goes. Zach, you are back up.
That I am, and like I said, it's always I'm looking for diamonds here, diamonds in the rough. I'm trying to find something deep down the well.
The next two guys up are pretty Zachy.
Who's that?
Matty Beniers and Jacob Verana.
I do like Jacob Verana. Well, I like Matty Benier too.
Oh, you guys are sorting by ADP, huh?
I'm sorting by everything to find anyone who's good at anything at this point.
Well, that's why I asked who do you have up, because I'm actually not sorting by ADP.
I was sorting by points per game from last year. I don't really like to use projections.
Oh, there's another guy.
Let's try it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now I'm sorted by last year. I guess I was using the fucking projections. That's why my team is so stacked. It's because I'm just going off fucking bunch of know-it-alls. All right, now things are looking
Just
a
as
little
bad
different.
as us, if not worse.
Let's see who did well last year. Jack Drury. Love seeing you at the top, man. Great. Thanks. Mason Marchman. He's another one of you guys. He's out
Yeah,
there.
but he's likely going to be on the third line. That's the only thing about Mason
No,
Marchment.
I think he's second with Sagan and Gurianov. That's where I got him. In my head, at least.
Oh, that would be cool.
That's where I like him. Who else I got? Jamie Benn? Jamie Benn's a third line guy. Come on.
Yeah, screw Jamie Benn.
Yeah. Let's go back to projections. Let's see what they say. Ryan O'Reilly, Logan Couture at the top. Those are yucky. Yeah, I don't mind Ryan O'Reilly, but let's see. Let's sort by special teams points, see if we find anything out there. Voracek, Ryan O'Reilly, Ryjo, Dylan Strome, Ryan Strome, Logan Couture, TJ Oshie. Won't catch me doing that. I'm not an Oshie guy.
No, you're not.
No. All right.
All right. Well, I need to take somebody here, and it is kind of between two left wingers, and that's Jakob Verana and Anders Lee. I guess it is going to be an Anders Lee kind of day.
Send it. There goes Romanov, Ryan O'Reilly, right behind him, Cal Peterson. Who are you taking, Raj? Ilya Mishiev. You were the one that was like, oh, he's risky, he's a bust. Now you're taking him.
Yeah, he is risky, but round 17. My lineup's full.
There goes
I'm
Beignet
going to take him.
and Verana and Olofsson.
And I do like having dualies on the bench, just
For sure.
helpful. You know who everyone's given up on, including me, but I guess it's a complete give up, is Puljujarvi.
Yeah. Evander Kane, man. He's in there.
He just kind of kicked him off the team, basically. Another guy I like, but I'm not going to pick, is Voracek, who's still out there. But oddly enough, a guy I'm comfy taking a risk on this year is, I just have a feeling. And Niederreiter.
Nice.
I don't know why. I don't
There
know.
goes-
Not who I thought you were going to say for some reason.
Garland, Mantha, DeBrusque could go. So we're seeing a lot of people getting into those left wing, right wings. You took Blake Coleman. There goes Voracek. He was top of my queue. But I am looking for a little bit of flexibility on the bench. Dylan Strome's out there. Dominic Kubalik, Jared McCann. I wish there was a dual eligible option.
Goalie defenseman. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be sick. But like an option here, like you could just click dual eligible instead of sorting by center or left wing. Yeah, I like Brock Nelson. He's kind of close to the top of my queue here, but I think I already have too many. Don't I have a New York Islander? Nah, fuck it. All right, I'll take Brock Nelson, but I kind of hate that one. It's yucky, but I'm gonna do it. He scores goals. There goes Dylan Strome. He was another guy I was wrestling with. Alex Killorn, Andre Palat, Lawson Krause. Man, I'm still pretty lost at this point.
Oh, last picks, huh?
Oh, that's right. We are on our last pick. So we're talking streamers at this point. Last couple have been streamers. So I guess it's not crazy for me to go for somebody like a Kubalik or a Mercer. It's the last round.
That's who I have at the top of my skill. Is Dawson Mercer.
Do you? All right. Well, I'm thinking Kubalik, so I'm leaning Kubalik there.
And I can't even say for sure that I'm going to take him, even if you don't.
Actually, I'm going to take a fun risk. Just for shits and giggles, William Eklund, San Jose. Why not? Jared McCann goes. Owen Power goes. You are up. You have your choice. Dawson Mercer, Dominic Kubalik, Barclay Goodrow, Marco Rossi, Cole Perfetti.
The two that I have on my queue right now as what I'm choosing between for my last pick is Dawson Mercer and Marco Rossi.
Just for shits and giggles.
Which I think is I think they're a great last pick. What's that?
This. I just see the top half of your head. I love it.
Sorry.
No,
I'm like bending over.
Back,
I'm like,
back.
I'm really thinking here. I'm really fucking thinking, dude.
Out of those two, you're going to be able to play with them on the wire for a little bit. I think Mercer gives the more like immediate success that you might get out of like, because I feel like Jersey comes out hot, and then everybody's like, oh my God, are they for real? And then by midway, they're like back to where you expect them to be. And I think Mercer is going to play alongside Hughes again. So whereas I think Rossi's going to start at the bottom of the roster and work his way up, I think Mercer is already at the top. So I would go Mercer there.
So I go Mercer, huh?
That's right. Out of those two guys, yeah.
I mean, I told you he's on the top of my queue. So sure. I guess we'll do that. I do like Marco Rossi, though. I'm not going to lie. And I think that he could end up being the starting center by the end of this year.
Send it. Last pick. Mercer, Atkinson, Wallstrom, Addison. A lot of last round pick type picks here. All right, Raj, who's your last pick?
Oh, it's me. You know what? It's a mock draft, and Jay Har's coming right after me. So strictly to be a dick and make sure this ends up in the episode, I'm taking Pod Colson because I know he wants him last.
Screw it.
Oh, I took Marchment.
He did, and Vitek Vanacek. That was the last one. All right, let's go through our teams here and talk about what you're into, what you're not into. I'll kick it off there. Centers, should I go like round by round or by position? I always like doing it by position. That's what I'll do. All right, Draisaitl, Trocheck, those are my centers. Left wing are Dubois, Forsberg. Right wing, Meyer, Wheeler. Defensemen are Rasmus Dahlin, Josh Morrissey, Thomas Chabot, Evan Bouchard. Utility, Hall and Krejci. Then I got Saros Vasilevsky as my goalies. That's kind of my strong suit of this team. I don't really have any huge firepower. I got Draisaitl, which is fine, but I guess that's fine. Bench, Granlund, Burakovsky, Duclair, Brock Nelson, William Eklund as my last round pick. Zach, you were next up. You picked at the 6th spot. What does your team look like?
Like I have no dual eligible players. I have 3 dual eligible players on my entire team. Just wondering, how many do you have? Did a poor job drafting today.
Me? Let me check.
It just didn't fall. It just didn't fall like that.
3, 4, 5, and 3 of them are like bench level players. Nice. So I got 3 starters that are dual eligible, and then I got 3. So I have 6 there.
I got 9.
God damn it.
That's a lot.
Fucking Raj.
I've got like 7 guys who can play center, though, is the one thing. Like most of mine are wingers who I got as a winger, and then they can fit in at center. So,
all right, let's walk through your.
Okay, so
your
I
here.
had for my centers, I have Matt Duchene, John Tavares, left wing Kaprizov and Brady Tkachuk. Love my left wingers. Right wing, I have solid right winger, so I'm happy with that. I got in on that top, at least that top somewhat tier. I guess that's kind of like the second tier. I would consider this a second tier. You got Patrick Kane, then I got a third tier player in Brian Rust for my other right winger. Brent Burns, Torrey Krug, Jared Spurgeon, and Devin Tays. I didn't have a lot to choose from in the defense, so I kind of took the best players that I could that still get power play availability. Then I have Jack Campbell and Darcy Kemper as my goalies, which I'm pretty happy about. They're, middle of the, middle round kind of guys. I got them in round 6 and 8. So I'm okay with that. Then I also have Seth Jarvis, Tyler Toffoli, Chandler Stevenson, Anders Lee, Carter Verhaeghe, Blake Coleman, and Dawson Mercer. I actually like the end of my draft. Like, I think the end of my draft looks pretty good. I feel like I got, I picked Jarvis in the 14th round, Toffoli in the 12th round. Like, these are, over half the rounds gone kind of players that you're still getting. You're going to have, I'm hoping for a high ceiling.
Raj, what do you like about yours, bud?
Excuse me. Going by position, I had 2 straight C's. I had Jack Hughes and Braden Point. I'm pretty happy with that. Left wing, Stamkos and Marchessault. Also pretty happy with that. Right wing, I faded really hard till like the 7th round. I got Tage Thompson and Claude Giroux. And I have a tale of 2 Ds. I've got Cale Makar and Quinn Hughes, and then a massive drop-off to Justin Falk and Shane Gostisbehere. And then for extras, well, I guess I got Demko and Bobrovsky, so I've got good, solid starters there. And then for all my extras, I've got David Perron, Braden Shen, Andrew Kopp, Evan Rodriguez, Mikheyev, Nita Ryder, and Podkolzin just for fun.
For shits and giggles.
And you know what? Like, that's one thing that I do. There is a reason for being a bit of a homer in your late round picks, and my reason behind that is because I follow the shit out of the Canucks, so I know who's going to be playing. I know who's hot. I watch them so closely. So for those fringe players, you can if it's a team that you follow more than others, sometimes you do have a bit of an edge, like, So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But yeah, I don't mind my team at the end of all this.
I'm not super sold on my team. I don't know if I'll go 2 high-end goalies again. I'm just thinking about who I could have had. I took them rounds 3 and 5. I'm happy with my goalies, but man, rounds 3 and 5, I'm looking at guys like, Gaudreau, Aho went right behind him, Kane, Crosby, Eichel. And then at 5, I guess it was going the other way, but I could have had like Line, Lindholm, Pavelski, Ehlers. I don't know. I guess at the time it made a lot of sense. I wish my D was a little bit stronger. My best defenseman is Dahlin and Shabbat, so it's a tough look, but we're talking points leagues here, guys, so good shit. What do you say? Wrap it off?
That's a weird way to say it.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, send it off and wrap it up at the same time.
That's a weird way
to
say
it. You had to say something about it. Yeah, tie it off. I think maybe it was something I was going to say, or put a pin in it, right? Put a pin in.
All right, let's rub this one off here, boys.
Let's do it until the pins come home. Yeah. All right.
I'm finishing.
So there you have it. That is our mock draft. If you guys want to get in touch, we are at FHF Hockey on Twitter. We are in the Fantasy Hockey Discord pretty much at all times. So check us out there. That's it from all of us. Hope you enjoyed it. We're welcoming any, we're trying these videos out for the first time. So any constructive criticism you have, let us know. Any offensive criticism you have, I can take it. So I think the draft board needs to be a little bit bigger. It's hard to read, but this is a 1080p big screen. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think here if you have anything for us. And thank you to everybody who's left reviews. We got 2 pretty good ones in the last week, which were awesome. So if you guys are doing the show,
I feel good about myself.
We love them. I get the.
I do love them. I mean, what is there not to like?
I get the update, screenshot it, send it to the guys in the group chat, and starts the day off real nice. So thank you to the guys that I think Seabass sent us one, and Johnny. So thank you guys. We'll catch you next time. We got something pretty exciting planned for the rest of the week. So hope you dig it. All right, catch you later. Love yous.
Love it.
Love yous.